Another security step you might want to consider is to keep the riffraff out. No offense to the riffraff amongst us, but you want to have the visitor registration turned off. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If we log into our dashboard here and come on down to, I believe it's settings, under general. Yep, that's the one. This is where you put in the tagline and the title and all that kind of stuff, or where you can change it, because I didn't go over that earlier, but we will cover this in greater detail in an upcoming video, so don't sweat that. Anyway, down here where it says membership, you're going to leave this unticked. That way, if it is ticked, then anyone can register. If it's not ticked, then no one can register. And remember this, though, too. If you do want to allow people to register, which of course this is against what I'm trying to suggest to you in this video, then you by all means want to have them as the least powerful, that being the subscriber. The most powerful is administrator. You definitely don't want to do that, because then they have the ability to even log you out, just as I demonstrated in a prior video, and delete all of the stuff in here. So you definitely don't want to do that. So if you do decide to do this, only give them subscriber permissions, or role, if you will. But again, you come in here and you keep this unticked, and that will not allow anybody to register. Now, one of the cool things about having a blog is the community feel, which is going against the grain of what I'm trying to tell you to do here. One way around that, to where you can basically have your cake and eat it too, is to have a membership plugin. And one of the ways you can do that is you can spend Vuku bucks in getting a membership script, or you can go a little bit more kind of old style, if you will, and on the cheap, and do it for free. If we head on over to our plugin directory at wordpress.org, there's you can do a search for any of them in here, but if you come over to one that's called members only, it works perfectly, and you can't beat the price. It's free, and you can just do a little bit of a read up on it here, do the install, and as it says over here, I believe that it's good, up to date, correct, 2.9.2. It works, and you can just, as I mentioned earlier, subscribe to the feed to stay on top of the updates. And usually, because it says right here it's only compatible up to 2.6.2, so you might even want to try a search for another type of WordPress plugin for a membership style setup. But the main point I'm trying to make here, though, is with having a membership type plugin or ability, a couple of things are beneficial with this. Number one, with the membership plugin, it requires certain hoops that need to be jumped through first for the subscriber to become a part of your community, and this is at least a hurdle for some would-be scoundrels and a massive stop sign for others. Plus, from the marketer standpoint, you've got a great marketing advantage with this type of blog setup. So again, definitely you want to consider to have the subscriber box unchecked, so that you're not allowing just anybody to subscribe, and to have that community feel with your blog, have an add-on or a plugin that is a membership style atmosphere for your blog, and that way you can keep things secure, you can regulate things more, and you've got the marketing juice of a membership site on the cheap, because again, there's plenty of free plugins out there. Now there's even more and better premium plugins, but that's a story for another day. Before ending this video, an added couple of tips are to, one, subscribe to your own RSS feed, so your blog. That way you can make sure that things are working. And two, if you receive a new post and you are the only one authorized to post to your blog, the bell should be going off. Then you have just been alerted to a possible breach of your security. Another tip is to, by all means, visit your blog on a regular basis. Heck, that's one of the first things I do every morning, is check out my blog just to see who's visited and a couple other things, analytically speaking. But checking out your own blog often to make sure that it looks as it should. Now, there are several other ways to add various layers of protection to your WordPress blogs, and as before, I encourage you to visit forums and other like-minded groups for their input on this and any other questions you have regarding your internet concerns. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day.